I'm Kevin Coleman with the Side of Post and iHeartRadio Southern Ohio, and I'm with Christina Wolford, who has worked on the soundtrack for this year's Chillicothe fireworks.
Yep.
So this is an annual thing. How long has this been going on?
Oh, it was before I started here, so I would say at least 40 years. I don't know. I've been here 35, and the radio station's been doing it all those years.
And do we have a new feature with a singer as a part of it?
Well, it's actually going to be just prior to the fireworks. We've got McKenna McFadden, who's going to be singing the national anthem. In some of the years past, we've just had some generic things from some famous people, some recorded things. A few years we went with the Ross County Idol winner. They're not doing Ross County Idol anymore, but McKenna was the last Ross County Idol winner just a few years ago, I think just prior to COVID. She sings a lot in the community. She graduated from Chillicothe High School, so actually, I worked with her mother for a while and went to church with them, and I thought, she's got a beautiful voice, so let's have McKenna sing. She's going to do that right before the fireworks.
And you just recorded her before I came in.
Yeah, just recorded her. We did 3 takes, and of course, she was being a little picky about it, and they all 3 sounded beautiful, so it's a very nice rendition, so everybody's going to like it.
And I spoke with her, and I've known her as a princess in parades and festivals.
Oh, yeah, she did that a lot. She did a lot of singing in high school and participated in a lot of those pageants. Yeah, super nice girl.
And now she's a mom.
Yeah, she had her little girl in here, too. Beautiful little girl.
So you'll have the usual mix of various patriotic music, country, pop,
yeah,
classical.
Actually, it's a little bit of everything. There might be some oldies in there. There's going to be a little bit of pop music, some Americana type stuff, and a whole lot of country, because there's a lot of patriotic country. So, if people listen to WKKJ, they probably hear a lot of it on a regular basis. The country genre is pretty patriotic in general, so a lot of country patriotic.
And so when people listen to WKKJ, they want to listen to the radio, not the internet.
Yeah. Now, actually, you can hear it. It'll be on the iHeart stream, but the problem with that is the internet. And we know sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's just not. And because it goes over the internet, it's going to be a little bit delayed. And the folks with the Hamburg Fireworks that are putting on, and the Southern Ohio Pyrotechnics Guild, they have choreographed it a little bit. So if you're listening on the iHeart feed, it could be a little delayed. Fireworks could be a little off. It might start late, may end late, but if you want the true experience, bring your terrestrial radio, 94.3 FM, and listen to it right there on WKKJ.
So avoid the buffering.
Yeah, that could be a problem too.
When is it set to start?
They tell me dusk. In years past, it had always been at 10 p.m. hard, but the last couple of years, they've tried to bump it up about 10 or 15 minutes. It's usually about 9:45 or 9:50, but the fireworks company has a lot of checks they have to go through. The Chillicothe City Fire Department's down there, too. They have to give the final okay on everything. Sometimes they don't get that final okay until a minute or two before they fire them off. So that's why we say at dusk, or usually between 9:45 and 10 p.m.
So a lot of safety issues with things that explode.
Oh, definitely. And they're down there in the annex, and the annex is blocked off. You can't go in the annex, but you can sit on the flood wall around the annex. And like I said, the Chillicothe Fire Department, Police Department will be down there too. And yeah, they give the final say and have to check and double check and triple check to make sure everything's safe before they set those fireworks off.
And hopefully no rain delays.
Yeah, now they've told me in the past, the folks with the fireworks, they said as long as they can get set up in the afternoon without torrential rain, they're fine. They said it can be raining pretty hard when they set them off because they're all electronic now. It's not in the olden days where you have to light the lighter on the fuse. It's all electronic. So even a light rain is fine while they are setting them off, as long as it's not a horrible rain while they set up. So most of the time, rain's not a big issue. It is for the spectators, but not so much for the fireworks people.
And of course, everyone's going to be all over the city, not just in the park to watch the fireworks.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people go to the parking lots, on Bridge Street, Shawnee Square, Chillicothe Mall. Those are some great places because, the Chillicothe Park Annex is, kind of right in the middle of the city. So there are lots of places on the outskirts, open parking lots, other parks that you can sit and watch the fireworks, too.
And Frenchtown, Camp Sherman Memorial Park is where I see a lot
of people get there early. I see it. Yeah, you'll see that all lined up. That's a perfect spot too. Yeah.
But of course, you have to consider the traffic, so you might as well just enjoy yourself afterwards for a while.
That's right. But the Chillicothe Police Department, they have really studied this for the last several years. They've got it down to a science. If you're down in Yoctangi Park, like if you're coming out by the YMCA there on Mill Street and making a right onto Yoctangi, you can't make a left there. And sometimes you can't make a right. Maybe you can only go straight. It just depends on what they do this year. But they've kind of got it down to a science. And some people get frustrated. They're like, no, I want to turn left. The police are like, no, everybody goes right.
Yep.
But, you can go around the block, and get back to where you're going. But please respect that.
Moving.
It absolutely does. They know what they are doing. They've got it down to a science. And, I've been doing this for several years, and it was 45 minutes or an hour. I'd be down in the park. I'd be stuck. I wouldn't get back out. But the last several years, it's been 5 or 10 minutes, and literally I'm right out. So the police know what they're doing.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Just come and have a good time. Enjoy it. If you come down in the park, they are still selling. The mayor said up until time for the fireworks, basically, they will sell tickets again to the city pool at $15. Get you in there. You also get a hot dog, pop, and a bag of chips until they sell out. That's a great place to go, but you might want to go early so you can get into the park. There may be some restricted roads and some roads that are closed. If you're doing something on the flood, I know a lot of people come to the city park early, bring a picnic. That's great. Stop by Dairy Queen and get you something, get some ice cream before you come down in the park. But here's the big thing. Please take your trash with you. I have seen so many people post things on Facebook about how the flood wall is just littered with trash. These city workers, it's a holiday for them too, and we don't want our city all trashed up. If you bring something, please take it back with you.
All right. Well, Christina Wolford, who has done the soundtrack for the Chillicothe fireworks, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin.